Joel McHale.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
man. Oh, we're
Here
recording,
we
dude. Thanks
fucking
for
go.
thanks for chilling with me on Zoom. It was, it was very sick. When I learned you wanted to do the podcast, I was like, we're just gonna chill on Zoom. I never thought we would get to chill on Zoom together. So,
It's great. And I'm so glad that Shane's not here.
why?
Oh, I would much rather talk to you.
Heard that.
Eat it, Shane. Shots fired.
Everyone always does that when it's just me for some reason. They try to poke the bear, man. I'll
Yeah.
never understand. Showbiz thing, I'll never understand. I'm a back
Never
end.
under, I mean, showbiz is a complicated conundrum wrapped in a fulcrum, wrapped in a envelope.
Well, dude, this chill is everything I always thought it would be already. This is starting off pretty awesome.
Awesome.
Are you holding three golf balls?
No, they're magnets. They're my son's magnets that he got in his stocking, and that's how organized we are at my house. I don't know what are there for. Maybe they're like the worry beads. I think they're
How
just.
how old's your boy?
I got a 21 and a 17, but that doesn't stop us
Stuff.
stuffing
Yep.
their stockings with like toys like this. So,
Yeah, I thought
and
I.
it's remarkable how much they do get used.
Oh, those things are awesome, man. Any kind of magnetic fidget toy, I'm into.
Yeah, it's good times.
It is good times.
It's we got this piece. It's like five pieces of wood that you were trying to balance constantly, and it will. I'll have to show it to you, but it will eat up an entire day of just you sitting there quietly staring at this little tree branch that's floating back and forth, and you're trying to get it all to line up. It's yeah,
Yeah, it's
it'll
pretty
eat your
awesome.
entire life. You'll
No,
die. Yeah,
it reminds me. I have a thing where you put the thing on your head, and there's like a ball dangling on a string, and you got to try to hit the
yeah,
ball and keep it in motion.
it's great.
I do that after shows. I come back from a show and I go in a hotel room alone, just naked, just
Yeah,
punching that little ball.
then you hit your testicle, and then you have to call the paramedics.
Yeah, and you gotta. Well, then I'd call. I personally, I would call, and I think this would be warranted. I would call a sex worker to come,
Hmm.
just hold me until the pain
You
passed,
sure
and
a
I would
sex
faint.
worker, you're like the sex worker would be like, okay, can you explain it to me again? What happened? Uh-huh. Yeah.
They're usually
So,
pretty chill. Whenever I injure my balls on the road and I need them to come, but just like hold me until the pain passes, they're pretty understanding. So they're
do they
usually
have
kind of
that look
like,
on their face like a Civil War doctor when they first see the wound and they're like, he's too far gone. Next, what's next? There's nobody that could have mutilated themselves that much.
yeah, I've had a couple being like, this wasn't an honest injury. You've self-harmed to call me here. I mean, that is something I have run into
I'm
before though.
unsafe. I'm unsafe with what's happening.
Well, but
Pretty good.
so what are you up to? So you're a father of two boys?
Father of two boys.
Nice. I got
I
two
got a
girls.
21-year-old and a 17-year-old. You have two girls.
Two girls. The 21-year-old, did you do the classic get like hammered with the kid on their birthday, or are you not kind of
No,
into
he
that
has no.
stuff?
I would. I did. He has no
Oh,
desire.
he's not a big drinker. The kids aren't really drinking like that, are
No.
they?
When I pull out the wine, he's like, "Oh, you're gonna go drink your drunk juice?"
Dang.
Thing. And then the 17-year-olds, I'll like we'll be at a party and I'll grab a glass of wine. And he's like, "You don't need that." And and then he's like, "I know you're still gonna drink it, but you don't need it." And so he just gives me shit.
How insane is that?
Yeah, and they're not like it's not like they're prudes. It's not
Hmm.
like they're teetotalers, and I know that because especially the 17-year-old, I know he goes out and parties, but I don't really know what they're doing. And as a parent, I do not want to. Uh,
True.
but yeah, they're not, from what I can tell, the drinking culture of days gone by. Then you're younger than me, but that doesn't seem to be in existence from what I know. How old are yours again?
I have a 3 and a 5-year-old, so
Oh,
they're
so how much are they drinking?
a good amount. They don't, I let them drink. I have their friends over my house, and I make sure they're safe, and I give them
White Claws?
little thimbles of brand. No, I give them little thimbles of brandy. I just
That's
kind of
even
watch over
sweet
them.
better.
No,
Uh,
they don't. My kids
I have
want to
friends
drink.
that
My kids
who
want to drink though. They're always like, "Let me get that." And I'm like, "Nah, man, you gotta chill."
I got friends that when they come over now, they bring their own drinks and it's THC.
Yeah, I would say I'm guilty of that myself. I do like those low THC little seltzers. They're kind of nice.
Yeah, well, the friends that I know that do it, they're like, "Oh, this really keeps me from drinking wine," and I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with wine? It's what Jesus drank. We've been making it for 10,000 years."
I mean, that
Uh,
is a fair point. I feel like alcohol drinkers are becoming almost endangered. I like I'll drink every now and again myself, but yeah, it's weed's really encroaching. That low
yeah,
THC weed beverage is really encroaching, and it sucks because when you drink, essentially, you're kind of like you're able to relax, and it's supposed to be you and other drinkers together, like
yeah,
unmasking and like taking the strictures of your personality down a little bit and kind of revealing yourselves. But if you have a couple high guys kicking around, it kind of messes up that vibe. You're like, I
yeah,
don't get out of here, man.
yeah. I mean, I'm offended because then I'm like, wait, it keeps you from drinking wine. So what you're saying is wine is worse, that it's doing something worse to you than your carbonated THC CBD drink. And so what are we doing here? And then I guess they're right. I don't know because every weed dude is always like, weed's so much better for you, man. It's just so much better for you. And then every drinking guy's like, maybe. And then
Yeah, that's fair. That's about
go
as
back
far
to
as it
our
goes.
respective corners and be like, well, I'm still having a beer and you smoke. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. I don't know.
Well,
It's
alcohol guys had the upper hand because you guys had that study for a while that was like one drink a day of wine is like actually good for you.
yeah,
Then it came out that that was just a load of that was crock. That was
that
like
was a
fun.
big load of shit, but boy, did it allow a lot
I
of
know.
drinkers to go, hey, hey, hey.
I know. Yeah, it had you going right now. These are all the hype right now, the little nicotine things. They're
Oh yeah.
that was said, I got duped into it. They're like, it's actually nootropic. It actually allows you to function. And it's just like, I just have a belly ache and I have to like shit all the time when I do it, but it doesn't, I haven't really locked in fully, but maybe if I do it for like 6 more months, it'll,
You got to power through and really get addicted to nicotine.
yeah, true. I don't think I'm doing enough, honestly.
Oh, well, this is your time to find out.
Yeah, I do got to turn it up, but that
You should
is,
pop one in just for this interview and let's see how you feel.
fuck, don't even got to tell me twice, dude.
See,
I don't even think this stuff's addictive, to be honest. I think it's bull.
nicotine?
Yeah, man, it's not even addictive. I think that's just crap from the anti-nicotine lobby.
I disagree with you there. I think nicotine in itself as of the chemical is not bad for you.
Yeah.
It is addictive. It's just that the delivery system of burning something
Okay.
is extremely bad. No one ever died of like, what did he die of? Nicotine. Oh, he overdosed on nicotine. I mean, I guess you could, but
You can.
it's like when you chew, if you have loose tobacco in there, it's going to eventually give you jaw cancer, but the nicotine isn't the problem. I could be speaking out of my ass.
Well, here's no, I think you're totally right. But then I'm not trying to get like, I don't know what a word for it is, but like, can you even be addictive to something that's not, can you be addicted to something that's not bad for you? Because
Yes,
then it's like, because what's the
caffeine. Caffeine.
caffeine's bad for, this might be the most contentious interview. I am,
Fuck you. Caffeine is fucking great for you.
no, it's not.
You motherfucker. Caffeine's great.
I see. Here's the thing. I'm not going to try to yuck your yum. I'm super sensitive to caffeine, and I'm embarrassed to admit. It's like I don't know, man. I don't know even what kind of constitution I have. My mom has the same thing. If she has like the smallest cup of coffee, she has to go like lay down because she's like dizzy, and like it
Wow.
really yeah. So I have that unfortunately, and I got deeply addicted to caffeine. I finally got off, and I will say caffeine's great. It's like a thing you can definitely be addicted to. In terms of health benefits of coffee, I've researched this. I don't think caffeine has anything to do with the health benefits of coffee, personally.
There has been no, it doesn't help or it doesn't hurt.
Is that the thing?
Yeah, it's like people always go, "Oh, you're drinking too much coffee." And I think for a person with individual physiology and daily physiology, like yourself, like it's
Yeah.
not. I have had 8 shots this morning and will not stop all day. My doctor, I was like, because I feel like now everyone has ADHD. But I was like, should I get on Vyvanse or something? Because I can't concentrate for 2 seconds. And she's like, just keep drinking coffee. It seems to be the most effective and most natural way to do it and to monitor. Because when I drink coffee, I calm down. And
Okay.
and I can drink it up until the moment I sleep. It's
Really?
yeah. So it
Jealous.
works. Yeah. And then I hit it with 2 bottles of red wine, a sleeping pill, and a small hammer and just go boom.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you doing microfractures on your jawline to get. I thought you were looks ma. Are you familiar with looks maxing?
No.
Dude, so
What's
you
that?
don't you'd have to ask your kids are at the perfect age. They should know clavicular. He's the number one looks maxer. He hits his jawline with a hammer to like microfracture. Dude, the kids, by the way, I don't want to scare you, but yeah, like what are they called? Generation Gen Z, I guess is the term.
Yeah.
They're the
Yeah.
most insane group of people I think that's ever lived.
Great.
Ask them when you after this, ask them if they know about looks maxing and clavicular and they
I'm
hope
sure they do.
but you would. I thought that's what you're referring to. He hits his jawline with a hammer to give himself microfracture, so his jawline comes back bigger and more pronounced. Because then you want to. I mean, we've all been born into a skeletal hierarchy, but you can looks max to make it look like you've won the kind of the genetic lottery when in fact you.
Jeez. What have you hit wrong? What if you hit the wrong spot? What
I
if you,
mean,
yeah, what if you're just like a millimeter off on one side? What if it doesn't, if it's not even and you're just smacking yourself?
hopefully you've made enough money in your career at that point where like you can just enter. That would be a cool phase to enter, where you just get like the bizarre and horrid plastic surgery phase when you're like you've got 100 mil and you just turn yourself into an absolute monster via surgery. That would be kind of cool, actually.
I think there's a lot of people in Hollywood that have done that.
We know people like that,
Yeah, we
obviously.
do. Yeah. I know a lot of people like that where you're like, unrecognizable. I don't know
Yeah.
who this is.
Maybe that's the move though. They don't want any attention, so they turn
It's
themselves.
inadvertent witness relocation hideaway.
But you're
Who is
not
it?
hiding. You're just in your own
Yeah.
house. Oh man.
Like one of those Mexican drug cartel guys who would was it oh
El
yeah,
Cha
with
Chapo,
like
right?
well, one of them died while getting plastic surgery. The guy, the King of the Air, in the I think it was the fourth season of Narcos where he died on the operating table, and then the cartel like killed the doctor, killed the doctor's family, killed the extended family. I mean, it was
Damn. What was he
a
getting
wonderful
it?
story.
That is a great tale. Was he getting that to like escape the authorities, or was it like a male BBL situation?
No, he was trying to alter himself so that he was unrecognizable. He was once El Chapo had not risen, and then a couple other guys were knocked out, and then he was and then what's his name? Uh, Escobar had been dead for a while. He took over. He was the king of the air.
That, I mean, could you imagine that life where you're a retired, cartel kingpin and now you just have like a butt chin and blue eyes and you're just kind of like chilling somewhere? I would not be able to
Yeah,
not tell people. I would give it
right.
away.
And then if one person does figure out who you are, then it was like all that work was not worth it.
True. You'd have to
And you
definitely
you
call your
you
plastic surgeon.
I don't know if I'm from those shows, which are brilliant, Narcos. I was like, the half-life on these guys is pretty short, but if you somehow can get away, you better get away to, I don't know, Nome, Alaska. You better go so far, like the Aleutian Islands or something, that no one's gonna bother to come find you.
What's
And that
what's
is, I can help people if you're interested.
you could get them to escape. Where are the Aleutian Islands? I've never heard of that before.
They are the land bridge between Russia and Alaska.
Oh, the old Bering Strait. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, way up there. You can't walk
Uh,
across anymore,
no.
obviously,
Yeah.
but they're there. And I've always wanted to go up to like Barrow, Alaska, which is the only U.S. city within the Arctic Circle. That seems really cool.
That would be pretty cool. What would you do up there?
Just sit in my hotel room and
Just get drunk.
yeah, play with balls. I don't know what you'd do. I'd go explore. I'd get in boats and hopefully go fishing and just have I would hire people to show me around.
That's pretty cool, man. I never think about going Arctic. I'm always like, get me to the beach, I'm like, I kind of admire that. Be like, let's go to, the land of ice basically and,
Yeah, you
chill
got
out.
there's so many beautiful lodges all over Alaska that are only accessible by float plane that it's like ideal. And then they got the great hotel there and they'll take the fish and they'll cook it for you there. If you're
Sounds nice.
interested, I'll send you some pamphlets.
Send me the pamphlet. I'd like to know. We should get waiting on a timeshare up there on the Illusion Islands.
Yeah, illusions are hard to get to, but yeah. So someday you and I.
That'd be
Or maybe
awesome.
we go to that island that's right near India and Sri Lanka that there's no people allowed on it except for the tribe that's there, and everyone who's gone there has been killed.
Really?
Yeah.
Have they tried spreading the word of Christ to them? Maybe
Oh
calling them
yeah, they
back?
tried. And they
Really? It
got
hasn't
about
worked?
no, there's no they get about I think one missionary lasted a day before they I think before they yeah, before they ran them through.
What kind of natural resources are we talking on this island?
I think they're fully sustainable. They've been doing it for thousands of years, so
Okay.
they have no contact. Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. There's been people that and they just get killed as soon as they roll up there.
Yeah, I mean it's quite the policy.
Yeah, it's a
Uh
shame.
yeah, well, they're also pretty pissed, I'm sure, about all the other shit that's flying around them. Like, remember all those other islands we had all those friends on?
Yeah,
And
true.
there's a Taco Bell over on that one.
Yeah, that would suck, especially if you could smell. I mean, God, I don't know how close these islands are, but that would kind of mess me up if I was running a tight ship. I was starting to
Yeah, if any
smell.
ship pulls up and they're cooking food, they must be like, "Well, oh my gosh." But then again, maybe they think, "Man, we got such better food than these animals that pulled up in this boat."
Perhaps. I mean, I don't know though. If you're on, here's the thing though, if you're on an island like that and like a Carnival cruise came by, there's got to be a part of you that's like, what is that? That looks awesome.
Yeah. And then it crashes onto the island and it becomes a hilarious comedy.
True.
And there's a love story. It's a whole thing.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
How's the nicotine feeling?
It's chill. I'm barely even noticing. I forgot it was even in there. No, you know what it does, honestly? It is good for writing. So I do like to write, and it kind of like it'll kind of zone me in. It's got more of a ritual. But if I have too much, my entire chest gets really tight, and then I just take it out, and it goes away in like 2 seconds. So,
So if you put one more in now,
oh,
chest
dude,
tightening?
for sure.
Hmm.
I'm kind of feeling it right now, honestly, but I'm just playing it cool.
I don't have any. I'm not acclimated to nicotine at all, so I would be. I think my whole day would be ruined.
I'm telling you, I think it might be the most mild. If you're champing 9 shots of espresso, you
Yeah,
would
but
be.
if I like, sometimes I'll be in television movies and I'll have to smoke a cigarette,
Mhm.
and one drag off of a regular cigarette, and I'm like, I'll see you later.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. Oh, I thought you smoked like prop cigs. Don't you? I
You
thought they do
do.
it.
You do. Most of the time it's all that herbal stuff, which has no
Yeah.
nicotine, which I was in a movie where I was smoking in every scene, and by the end of the movie, my chest hurt. Like
Yeah.
just a stabbing. Whew.
I've never been a cigarette smoker. I mean, I'd imagine, did you smoke cigarettes when like you were like just a boy?
I didn't.
You
No.
never did?
No, I wasn't into it.
We used to sneak them. We used to take them from the convenience store and smoke them in the woods. And like, I smoked very early. And then I just kind of like, in college, I would smoke cigarettes if I drank, but I found them disgusting, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I think cigarettes are gross.
I mean, I would smoke them here and there and be like, look at me, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But it never caught on for me. It never was, I'm gonna go buy a pack and smoke it. I would
Same.
much rather buy beer.
Beer. Oh, so you've never been a weed guy, have you?
No, it's just never done the thing that everyone else has such a good time doing.
I've always assumed you were a huge stoner. I don't know why.
No, no, not yet.
True. You're
I'm gonna
waiting.
try. I'm gonna try. Maybe when I turn 70, I'll do it.
Yeah, that would be scary though. I was a lot of I know a lot of people who are, older family members, friends. A lot of them are just like ripping the cord on edibles at like 65. And it's like, dude, that's got to be so scary.
But, or is it just a whole new world where they're like, this is exactly what I wanted all my life?
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. That's if you're kind of savvy with dosing. They're not savvy with dosage at all, and they'll just kind of
No,
chomp like a 50 milligram. So
they're
yeah,
just
maybe
fucking.
they don't care, but there's a part of me like, dude, if I had like a triple bypass heart surgery and then I ate an edible like
Right.
a year after that, I would go to the hospital immediately. I'd be freaking out.
You're not going to have a triple bypass surgery.
I won't, but these old geezers, they've had them.
Yeah. I remember when what was that, Islands, that place in Florida with all the golf carts. I think it's called Islands. I can't remember. Anyway, they were having a huge venereal disease problem.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about
Yeah.
that. I've heard, yeah, the
They were
retirement. Yep, the
all
retirements.
retired and all just stooping each other.
Especially throw TRT into the mix, man. That's like
Yeah.
that. Apparently, if you take that, yeah, you can get like hard as hell. You can be old as hell, and it's just you have like a rage or whatever.
CRT, a little bit of weed, a little prednisone,
Come on,
maybe something for plantar fasciitis so you can move fast.
you really plant your feet. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And then you're on that golf course just right next to the ball machine and just doing the same thing. So
I mean, I think honestly, I don't think you're that. I'm 40. I don't think you're that much older. You look younger than I do, dude. To be honest, you look great.
I'm going to be 55 this year.
You look fucking great. What the hell am I? I look a pale potato compared to you, man.
You look great. This is
Nah.
all lighting.
Do you think it's the lighting doing? Ah, true.
Yeah.
No, I think you look great, man.
Lighting. It's the lighting, it's the insecurity.
Why
Oh,
did you glam? Did you glam before this?
oh my gosh, covered it. A body makeup. It took hours.
A bodysuit.
I went to bed late, so that's why I'm so tired.
That
I
does suck,
was-
man. I feel that if I don't get proper sleep, I look like 10 years older.
It is terrifying.
It's fucked up actually. It's really you look ghastly. I look like dead. If
Yeah.
I didn't get great sleep last night. I don't know if you could tell, but I look
You
like
look great.
absolute shit. Thank you, man.
Ghastly is the right word.
Ghastly is. You look ghastly and just chalky and weird and
I will say, I've discovered coconut water in the last 10 days,
heard that.
and I'm on board.
Coconut water rules. We can at least we have common ground there. I love I'm a huge proponent of coconut, but coconut water is one of those things people like or they absolutely hate.
Yeah, so I was one of those people. I when I would taste it, I'd be like, "Oh, why? How could you? What is this? It tastes like you're drinking rusty water to me. It's weird, tangy, like ugh, like you're drinking pennies."
Yeah.
And then my son was like, "I want some coconut water," and I just happened to try it, and I was like, "Wait, you can just drink this, and it's supposedly good for you, and there's 40 calories? Fuck, I'm in."
Yeah.
And that's all I've been drinking.
Well, there's levels of coconut water. I see you got the Vita Coco. That's there's a
Oh,
there's a
this is how crazy I am.
mhm.
On Amazon, I just bought every version I could find, and there is probably now 100 cans of it in different variety, like 10, like probably 10 different varieties. So I'm going to be sampling them. And my wife, she was out of town. She was like, "What the fuck is happening? Where are we gonna put all this fucking coconut water?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. It's gonna
Don't
be
worry. Do a tasting. Invite her to a tasting.
yeah." And then I'll be like, "You know what? Let's just taste scotch."
Let's get hammered. No, I'm a big fan, but what happens is there's the cheapest like get it at a gas station coconut water. That shit sucks. It's so disgusting that it turns
Yeah.
people off for life. Then you get like the nice Whole Foods coconut water
Yeah.
and it really takes you somewhere else. You drink it. Yep, that can is one of my faves.
And this possibly the most, I mean, this is a throwback to cans from the 70s.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it is. I am a strong man, and this is impossible.
Yeah, why were the cans so strong? I see the cans kind of ribbed. Why were they so
Yeah, they
strong back
must
then?
be spending extra. I guarantee there's an article about this company using these old-timey cans. And it's probably full of lead, and that's what will kill me.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but are you familiar with cassava flour? You strike me as a pretty healthy guy.
No.
So I can't eat gluten. I told you I have my mom's constitution. It's embarrassing, but the so I eat a lot of cassava, and that came out to be like so full of lead. Like, and I was
Oh,
like, That's probably minuscule. You look it up, it's like, no, it's like 1,000 times what you're supposed to have every time you have like a cassava tortilla. I've been lead poisoning myself for 10 years.
Were there any ill health effects?
I mean, rapid deterioration, obviously, as you can see, but other than that, I feel fine.
I do find it funny that everyone goes microplastics,
Mm,
microplastics. They're in it, they're in everything. And there's like, oh yeah, this guy, they opened him up and they did an autopsy and he's just his whole body was covered in microplastics. And then I was like, all right, okay, that sounds bad.
yeah.
What in the world are we going to be able to do? How do we avoid them, guys? I was like, you quit smoking, like that's good, right? That you can avoid
Yeah.
emphysema if you quit smoking. How do you avoid a microplastic?
Dude, I was all on board for avoiding them and they hit me with it's in sea salt. And I was just like, I love sea salt. What am I gonna
Yeah,
do?
it's in everything.
Yeah, it is. It's well, they say I think the coffee cup lids are the big offenders because they're like plastic and you're pouring hot liquid through it.
Right. So
But I don't know, man. I mean, I'm really betting on the future. I think we're gonna be able to when we're by the time we're really facing death, I think there's gonna be a lot more technologies. Like again, both of us at one point will probably be on TRT, whether it's 70, whatever, but like that'll be sick. We'll be jacked and having a little plastic in you, who cares, you know?
I just feel like, yeah, but TRT would be like, all right, I think I've got about 10 years left. We'll start taking TRT. That'll cut off 5 years, but it'll be really good.
That's what I'm saying. I fully plan. I've told my wife this. On my 50th birthday, I'm going on TRT, and I'm like, no, bets are off. I might start a new family. I don't know what's going to happen, but just
It'll be,
be prepared. My test, I'm going to try to get it to like Frankenstein levels high and just see what
that's
happens.
all. Honey, what are you going to do today? I'm going to jump the Tesla. Why? It's fine. I just feel so alive. I'm ready to get
Yeah,
out of the car, so I'm building a jump. We're gonna
I,
jump the LA River.
my plan is to go TRT, and I would imagine, I don't, I've never had that much testosterone. I mean, maybe as a teenager, I don't know, but I don't know in terms of male capabilities and resources. But my vision for myself is 50 years old, TRT, get in the best shape of my life, and then try to start a bi-curious poly lifestyle.
Mm,
So that's my
that's
plan.
the plan.
That's the plan.
You told your wife.
I told my wife that, yeah.
You're like, gonna get. I'm start. How long before you get in the best shape of your life after you start taking the TRT or the or
No,
are
no,
the
I'm going to use the TRT and peptides to get in the best shape of my life. I'm not
all
going
right,
to do that by myself.
start that, and then you're like, hon, I'm just gonna see what it's like to fuck a dude.
Yeah. I don't know that I would. I don't know that I would fuck a guy. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I would probably just kind of like, fuck around. Probably. Not, I
Okay.
wouldn't go all the way. I don't think I don't. Again, I don't know, but I don't think I'd go all the way.
You need to write a book, man. This is
What
good plan.
you like like
Here's
a future memoir, like what I will do eventually.
here's how it's going down.
Here's what I'm planning on doing. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I don't. Who knows? Again, who knows? I've never had that much. Who knows what will happen. There's
Yeah.
that saying they say time turns men into women. I've heard that. It's not my saying personally. I've heard people say
I've
that.
never
So
heard that saying.
I've heard that saying before, and I don't know.
Does
Maybe
time turn women into men?
I don't know. Depends. Depends how hard of a life they've had. I believe.
Hmm.
I don't think no. I don't think it turns women into men at all. I think they just stay women and men turn into women, and then we meet in our 70s and kind of vibe out.
Women get even more annoyed.
Yeah, true. That's what no, I've heard there's a lot of hormonal stuff for women now too. There's like a whole branch of hormonal therapies for women now that, some swear by.
Thought this would warm up the room. This room's a little
That looks
cold.
that looks good.
I'm grabbing a blanket of some sort. I don't
Are
know.
you chilly?
Yeah, I've always, people in my house they're always maintaining Arctic levels of, I just had a cup of coffee. That would warm me up. Arctic levels of,
No, you're vasoconstrictor right now. You can't get any blood through your body.
oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be fine. Going to be fine.
Well, let me shift the focus. We obviously just been chilling on Zoom. I am and I know I'm fucking around a lot, but I will say I was excited to talk to you. I've just seen you in so many things, man. I really like pretty much everything I've seen you in, going back to like,
Wow.
not to bring up old stuff, but the soup. I remember
Yeah.
I personally thought you were the best soup host. No, nothing against Craig Kilborn. I thought he was great. But you came along and I was like, this guy's really rocking the
Was
soup.
Craig Kilborn a soup host?
Wasn't
Maybe.
he? Am I fucking, maybe I'm wrong. I thought,
Well, it was Greg Kinnear,
nah, hold on, man.
and
Craig
then
Kilborn definitely did the soup.
John Henson.
Let me see. I'm almost,
Kilborn did the Daily Show.
really?
Yeah.
Who was the guy before you?
Well, Aisha Tyler did it before me, but hers version was canceled because her version was the old version 2 years before I stepped in, and it was not called the soup when I stepped in, and they were very adamant about it not being the soup. They're like, we're not bringing talk soup back, something else.